Hey, how's it going, everybody? We're gonna go ahead and get this second chapter in. I'm redoing them, so yeah, it's fresh thing. And this is it's background music I'm using here. It's YouTube's. It's like I said, steampunk music. It's epic battle music, no copyright, dark, free, and no whatever. So they can't try that copyright nonsense. They don't even know their own music. Anyway, y'all know what the Fifth Circuit said about all these platforms and people's speech and infringing on what they say, because this platform, surprisingly, YouTube, gave me a strike because I said something and I just conveyed with people I serve with. And they're going, yeah, a lot of us are dying because of these chemicals, this, that, and other, which the system knew about, and we even argued about while we were utilizing this stuff. We did the best to do what we could to protect ourselves, but the system knows. But they don't want to sit there and they don't want nobody to know that truth, and a lot of y'all want to be ignorant to it. But I'm not here for all that. First, I want to go ahead and get this reading out the way. Then I want to share something with you. I want to make this as quick as possible. All right? So let's get into Chapter 2, The Custodians. After such a phrase from the captain, we finalized details and agreed on a departure date. It would be November 14th. His mysterious partner, Fent, as he introduced himself, would also join the team. My boat would be ready even a month before. Those were the days of much anxiety and little sleep. A lot of reading and meetings with the team about the trip we were planning. We fantasized about the most incredible adventures, but reality was about to surpass any possible fiction or imagination. Let's turn it down just a little bit. I love this music. I listen to it all the time. On November 12th, just 2 days before leaving, Flint, Butler's partner in parentheses, showed up at my door with another man who looked even more mysterious than him. All dressed in black and with a strange accent, he told me it was urgent that I made them enter my room. Flint had a briefcase which he opened as soon as he entered on top of a table. Inside there were many documents, and among them he took out a kind of ancient manuscript and began to recite a part of it. Then, by demand, I subscribed in major importance here by desire of our lords that the doors of knowledge be closed to those who refuse to be part of our glorious path and liberties granted. The text went on for several more lines, and then at the end, the so-called poem Brickz was recited. Now, I shared that on my other page, and I will let it go over it, but I'm not gonna. It's on my tablet. But look it up. The poem Regius. It's Regius. It's Regius. All right, and recited. Excuse me. As soon as he finished his reading, I commented that it seemed that he was in some kind of initiation rite. It was then when Flint commented, "Exactly, comrade. Precisely those who did not pass this initiation are the marginalized. Better said, we are the marginalized." Flint, I demanded, please explain a little. I am not understanding anything, and what does this text mean, and what does it have to do with our trip? Look, Flint commented, I am going to explain a little of the situation. This manuscript belongs to the custodians, as we call them, or as they call themselves, the sun gods. And they found out about your trip through Butler. The high spears are aware of it, and it does not make them happy. This manuscript raises that, remember that? The high spears are aware of it, and it does not make them happy. This manuscript raises that they will not let anyone leave these lands by demand of the lords. The situation could not get any more worse. An adventure that was already risky enough due to the harsh weather and everything that could happen to us due to natural events. Now we were adding these unknown enemies. Who are these custodians, I asked. Fent went around in circles, and his strange friend opened his mouth for the first time, interrupting. He commented that these custodians were not happy about our trip, and that was the only thing they could tell me. Fent then suggested that we would cancel it, that it wasn't worth, no, we should, cancel it, that's the directive, that it wasn't worth risking our lives. He said it with a threatening tone. That's when I then invited them to leave my house immediately. Disturbed he was. Excuse me, I'm sorry. His strange friend looked at me defiantly, and they left. After a few minutes, I tried to communicate with Butler to ask him what was happening and comment on the situation of this strange visit. Butler never answered, neither that day nor the following ones. I gathered the emergency team to analyze how to continue. This travel plan was becoming dark and sinister, but an inner force pushed me to continue. The passage to other lands was becoming even more real, but also more dangerous. We met with the whole team that evening, but Butler was not there. Nobody knew about him for weeks. He was missing. I told him that the whole sequence about the visit of Fent and his partner, I told him about it. Also about the manuscript. Walter said he had heard something about the custodians, but he was not sure who they really were, or if it was a secret organization. The situation was not at all encouraging. Butler did not show up, and the plan without him seemed impossible to carry out. Besides the risk, it seemed to entail against an unknown organization that was chasing us without even having left the port. We made the decision to postpone the trip again until we would find Butler, and we would try again to find him at his home the next day. Yet, as expected, we were unable to find Butler, and the chances of the trip were being destroyed by the minute. Along with the concern of the captain's whereabouts, the team also communicated with other known people and members of the naval force. Nobody knew anything about him. It seemed as if he had been swallowed by the earth. November 14th arrived, and with the plan already canceled, someone knocked on my door, and to my total surprise, it was Captain Butler with provisions, maps, and everything necessary to leave. He commented to me as if it was nothing. "It is time to leave, comrades." I asked him as many times as possible where had he gone, and I also had to explain to him the strange last 2 days that the whole team had spent. He looked at me very coldly and commented it was to be expected. I had to hide for security and priority to protect the documents needed for the plan, especially this map. While I was unfolding it on the table in my living room, it was huge. There was land I had never seen before, and Butler ordered me to assemble the team that we had so we could leave that day. I asked him if he knew the custodians, and he told me that there was a lot he had to tell, and the story is not the one we were told. William, the creators of the pyramids, another race, as they also call them, custodians, have no interest in us crossing the South Pole. He told me that they found out about our travel plan via Flint, who had betrayed him. And that the trip had to be made today or we would never be able to make it. He also commented that we would have plenty of time later on to give me more details about all this once we were sailing. I hurried to gather the whole team, and once we were all together, we left the port of Charleston. Yes, y'all, Carolinas. We had a few stops before reaching the frozen areas of the South. And the next chapter will be chapter 3. We have crossed the walls, and this is on my YouTube channel, James Branch, aka Jim Red Wolf. But I'm going to go ahead and upload it to this one, and hopefully more people will come over, and some new people. I love reading. I actually did some readings on the other stuff that are a lot longer. I'm wondering if I have to redo them and do them in partials because, yeah, they're pretty long. But anyway, I appreciate it, and this is ToLU'S Cherokee. She sent me this. See, no postage, no pay. We don't pay for shit. All right, I'm telling y'all, we don't pay for postage here. This is why they're doing everything, because we're learning these things. So, all right, ToLU'S Cherokee. Y'all can get some stuff from her as well. Okay, she's got a bunch of stuff in here for me. ToLU'S, if you see me, see her back. I love her packaging. See this right here? All right, so let's see. Open this up. She puts in there usually what's what. Okay. It smells so good. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, she didn't put the what you call? Oh, juniper berries, guys. Juniper berries. Oh my goodness. And look at the size of that. Organic, people. All right. Look at that packaging, y'all. Look at that packaging. A signature. Oh, sorry. My apologies. Right there. Look at that. Look at that. My Navy hat there. Put that over there. And then this is another one. All right. I love her little packaging. I love how she does it. It's really nice and neat. It's hers. And you'll see it in the description. Go ahead and get with her and get you some medicine and everything else. Oh, she put how to use everything here. Juniper berries act as a natural antiseptic for cuts and wounds. Antibacterial, helps reduce pain, arthritic, frail joints and muscles, reduces blood clot, glucose levels, decreases blood pressure. And I will do a video and show y'all how to do this. And this is the chaga mushroom, king of mushrooms, decreases. This is what's in here. So this is the chaga mushroom, and I believe there's also chaga. Let me see. Okay, chaga mushroom, y'all. That's it right there, bruh. All right, this is banging. This is banging. Oh! She got me some hibiscus. Oh, all right, girl. And she and mushrooms decreases inflammation in your gut, fights harmful bacteria, slows down cancer growth in cells in liver, lungs, breast, prostate, and colon cancers, and repairs blood sugar, reduces your levels, improves insulin. This is just phenomenal. And the hibiscus, I actually did a video showing y'all how to do hibiscus. Excellent. It also is beneficial. Now these you can use. I would not do them all in one day. So the chaga, I've got some downstairs. I'll be grinding this up and everything, and I'll show you how I actually use that. All right, it's in a tea form, people. It's excellent, and you don't have to strain. You just put a strain when you're pouring it out after you steeped it for about 5 to 10 minutes. Excellent stuff. The hibiscus root as well, and the juniper berries as well. So I'm gonna share all that with y'all. I appreciate y'all. It's 11:29 minutes, kind of long, but I hope you enjoy it. And y'all have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day.